Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you are new here, I am Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, travel, vintage, style, all those things. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you'd hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family. Okay, so today we have a little unboxing, something super cute. I'm so excited to show you guys, and a little backstory, of course, right? So I'll show you the bag first and then we'll go into the backstory. Hold on. So of course I opened the box. It came yesterday. I could not wait to open the box. So I opened it. I have seen it. I haven't cut the tags. It's all of it is, I haven't done much with it yet. So it's an unbagging, I guess. I don't know. The box is so like clunky. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys like the full experience or whatever, like let me know, but it's just, it's just a fashion file box. And I don't ask, I ask now, if I can remember, I usually ask for like none of the extra stuff. So I don't need any of the nail files. I don't want the confetti, none of that, So anyway, so this is the first bag that I actually have received from them in this like velvety dust bag. And I'm not sure if this is a new thing for them. I assume it's not. I assume that it's only certain maybe material bags that they use the velvet for. I don't know, but it's a super fancy one. And so you can see it's like a velour, And so yeah, super fancy. I like it. I usually get rid of my fashion file dust bags, but I'll keep this one. And it did come with its original dust bag as well. So let me show you. So this is the bag. This is called the Trompe l'oeil. It is from 2004. It is just this, obviously it's like printed on there. So I guess it is also like a velour bag. So I'm assuming that that's what it feels like. It's not like a plushy velvet. It's more of like, I don't know. Is there a difference? I feel like there's a difference between velour and velvet. Like velvet is fancier almost. I don't know. Let me know. It's been a long time since I took the classes about material in college. So anyway, this is the bag. It zips on the top. So it's almost like a little like camera bag style. And obviously it's like the printed trunk on top of the velour. So inside it came with its own dust bag. It came with the stuffing. What I typically do is I like to keep the dust bags in the bag in case it rains or whatever. So I will undo all this. I actually used this to put the stuffing in to kind of keep everything together. It came with like air paper and all of that stuff. So this is the bag, and I love the chain. Maybe they did it because this is croc. I don't know, but it has croc details on it. So this is croc with the studs on top, and then around the top is also croc. So I'm not sure if Fashion File, I guess, I don't know, maybe they put it in the velour bag when it's like a croc or, like an exotic leather, maybe. I'm not sure. So anyway, so this is the bag. Let me move you guys back so I can give you like a full body shot. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on. Obviously it's completely empty right now, but when it's stuffed, it'll be a little bit, it can hold like pretty much all the things that I use on a daily basis it can hold. So that is the bag. So I actually had this bag back in, we'll keep you guys right there. I had this bag back in 2004 when it first came out, actually. I had it in the pochette version. Let me see if I can find a picture and I'll put it up there. And I sold it at some point. It was too small for me. Back then, I really didn't use small bags at all. I only liked large bags, and so it was definitely too small. I couldn't carry all my things in it, whatever. Nowadays, it probably wouldn't be too small, but this is still, like, I think a better option in terms of size. It is a really decent size. I'll show you guys what can fit in here in a moment when we're done. So inside, let's see what it says. Nothing. So it's leather lined, and it has the tag inside, which is also croc, and it's all real materials. It's not embossed. It's actual croc, and that's the back. So this is actually in pristine condition, which I'm excited about because obviously it is from 2004. So it is old. It is vintage. So yeah, so I have the pochette. And this wasn't a bag that was on my radar. It's a bag that I always knew I loved. I remember when it first came out, actually, and I was completely obsessed with seeing it in person. And then, like I said, I ended up grabbing it in the pochette, probably because it was the cheapest back then. I couldn't tell you how much it was, but I do remember this collection, maybe because of the croc being more expensive than I was like used to paying for Louis Vuitton back then. So anyway, yeah, it's stunning. It was not on my like list of bags that I needed to get. I don't know if I would see it and I love it, and like it's not like I completely forgot about it, but it wasn't one that was like forefront like of my on my mind, of something that needed absolutely to go on this like luxury vintage wish list that I keep at all times. But it popped up on Fashion File for like a ridiculously low price. And that's what happens with me a lot of the times, is when I see something that pops up that I know is really, really low, that is not necessarily on my list, but is something that I would get or might be on the list at some point, or is something that I love or whatever, I grab it. I try, while I try to stick to the list, I feel like when you're price shopping the way that I have been for the last like few years, you really need to kind of pick up what comes along at the best price when it presents itself, right? Same as my Prada Fairy bag over there. It popped up for well under $1,000 on Fashion File, and it was not necessarily on my list. It was a bag that I always liked, but it wasn't on my list really. But they normally go for like 3,500, high twos, low $3,000 range. So when I saw it under 1,000 with no issues, I was like, okay, it's time to pull the trigger on this one. So sometimes there's bags that I'm like actively hunting down, but a lot of times, again, they sort of like present themselves like this one, where I wasn't looking, I wasn't necessarily thinking about it, and then it popped up. So like I always tell you guys, I put things on reserve with Fashion File. So I put this on reserve immediately. I check Fashion File. If I'm in the market, like to buy something, I check multiple times a day. I like to see like when they are uploading, because what happens is, I try to catch it while the item is like on the first or second page before too many people have seen it already, just so that, I can secure the good stuff. I feel like, especially for like the really good vintage pieces, they go pretty quickly. Yeah, like, it depends on what it is, but like, they tend to go pretty quickly. There are people, I think, like myself, that do that and are constantly refreshing or whatever, looking for like the good deals, looking for like the hidden gems. So, so I grabbed this. It was, it popped up. I put it on reserve. This is what I typically do to try to pace myself, right? So I put this on reserve, and this was actually 2 months ago. So it's literally been 2 months. I used pretty much almost the whole time to pay it off. I put it on reserve. I went to New York, which I still have to get the footage up for you guys, because I have a really long vlog for you, but I have to do some more editing with it. In that vlog, and I will put a picture up of me modeling it, I went to Fashion File. And while I was in Fashion File, I'm looking around the showroom, and I saw this on the shelves. And so I went over to, one of the people that worked there, and I was like, hey, like, can I see that bag? So, so I took it down, I'm trying it on, and it's not on the website. So I know it had to be mine. So I was surprised that it was actually like out on the floor for people to see and touch and ask for when it was already reserved. I thought that was kind of weird. But I asked the guy, I was like, I had him, as I was looking at other stuff, and I saw some good stuff. So you guys will see that. But I asked him to check. I was like, can you check if this is actually my bag? I think it's the one that I have on reserve. So he checked, and I was like, can you put it like somewhere in the back so that nobody is like trying it on or whatever? I don't want there to be a mistake where somebody tries it on. And although I don't think it's a very popular style, honestly, I did some searching like on TikTok and YouTube, and like nobody has this. Actually, one lady does have it. I don't remember her name. I follow her and her mother, and they have the mother is like in her 90s maybe, and she has like the most amazing collection. And so it's the daughter that kind of runs it, but the two of them are always showing off their bags. They have this bag. One of them has the pochette, and I think one of them has the larger, one of them has a smaller. But I thought that was adorable, because all of their stuff is like purchased from store. Like they've held on to it for all these years, and they have like these incredible collections, and the mother is just absolutely adorable. I will put, actually, I'll put their information right here, because if you're not following them and you obviously you love bags and you love like fun fashion, it's a great account. Anyway, I couldn't really find it. So I had a feeling that like probably no, like people aren't knocking each other over for this bag. I think it's sort of like an underrated. I think it's an underrated style, first of all, but I also think it's one that I don't think many people know about. And I would love it if you guys would let me know if it's the first time you are seeing this, if you know about this collection. Do you remember it? Have you ever looked at it before? Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so I asked him, I was like, can you put it away? Because I don't want anybody like trying it on and maybe touching it, and it's gross. Like, you guys sold it to me at a specific condition. And what if somebody, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't think when it's already reserved that it should be out on the floor for anybody else to see and touch and try on and whatever. So anyway, I don't know what happened from there, but that was last month. And obviously now I have it. I took my time. I was thinking about picking it up while I was there, but honestly, I picked up other things and I just didn't want to spend the money. So it's here now. Plus, I wasn't in that much of a rush to get it, because I feel like while I will wear it in the summer, I'm sure it is sort of like a heavier bag. It really is. It's a material, I think, for for fall and for winter. It is sort of just like, I don't know. It is just like, it's a heavier bag. It's in color. Obviously, it's definitely fall colors in general, but also just like, I don't know, the style, the heavy chains. It doesn't really give summer, although I don't care so much. Obviously, it's always summer here, but I think it's a good fall bag or winter bag, because there's not much that I can do with my clothing and with my outfit and whatever out here. Like, I really have to lean into like colors and like accessories, I think, for like fall and winter out here versus, like I'm not wearing coats and I'm not wearing sweaters really, and I'm not wearing fur and I'm not wearing shearling and like whatever. So, so I think it is the perfect fall winter bag. I wasn't in so much of like a rush to bring it home, although of course I'm impatient in general, but I wasn't in such a rush. So I just kept on telling myself like, nope, you're going to wait the 2 months. Just wait the 2 months. It's still August when you get it. You'll have enough time, like, So anyway, it's here now. It's absolutely stunning. When I saw it, I'll be honest, when I saw it in Fashion File, there was so many things to look at, and I might have put something else on hold while I was there. But you'll see that in a few weeks. But I felt like I wasn't sure if I really loved it while I was there. When I tried it on, I don't know what exactly it was. Maybe it was just like seeing all of the bags at one time where I was like, I don't know if this is the one that I really want. And I was really thinking about it, to be honest. Like, do I not purchase it? Do I lose my initial down payment? Because that's what happens if you put something on reserve and then you don't follow through with it. They do keep the 10% down payment that you paid. So it's kind of like the risk you take, right? And even if I return it, they still keep the 10%. So it is what it is. There are certain bags that I take the chance most of the time, because most of the time when I put something on reserve there, like I'm pretty focused on getting it out. There's only been a handful, like maybe two bags over the years that I've just been like, you know what? Never mind, I'm not going to actually buy them. Like, and I've lost the down payment. But for the most part, I always follow through with it. And I've been shopping with Fashion File. This is over like a 10-year period. Anyway, I wasn't 100% sure. I wasn't sure if I liked the look of it on me. And I was like, well, you know what? Maybe it is like the outfit that I was wearing or whatever. I wasn't 100% sure. Plus, it was like hot outside. It was middle of, it was end of June when I was there. So I was like, maybe it's just like that. It's like summertime. This isn't the right time for the bag. There was so many things in that showroom that were incredible. But I am really, really glad when it came. I was like, you know what? I really love it. Like, I'm really, really glad that it worked out and that I followed through with it, because it was listed as shows wear, like on the border of excellent. And I really think, to me, the only thing that I have noticed, I did an inspection. The only thing that I have noticed, there was like I don't really think anybody used this. What I think happened over the years was that the brass has oxidized a bit. So the chains and like, you know, some of like the zipper seem to have like oxidized, so they are like a little bit darker. But I really feel like that's pretty much it. Everything else looks like whoever purchased this didn't even wear it one time. I mean, there's no signs of wear anywhere. I couldn't find even like a scratch internally. Doesn't look like there's balding anywhere. And this is one of those materials for sure that if you wear it a lot and you are hard on it, you know, it can start to sort of like bald and wear away on the corners and whatever. Like this material is not hard wearing, you know? So anyway, so that's it. So that's the bag. Let me show you what fits in it real quick, and then we will, yeah, I'll show you it on stuffed and filled and all that stuff. Okay, so it is stuffed now, and I could definitely fit more in here, but let me show you what I put inside. So this is everything that I have. And I do have more stuff that I tend to carry around when I have the space in my bag, but none of it is like absolutely necessary. So what fits in here? Your phone will definitely fit in here. I film on my phone, so we can't see that right now, but I have my lotion, I have my thing of hairspray, gum, and a hand sanitizer, a ton of hopefully winning lotto tickets that we'll have to check very, very soon. I never check them, and I should. A little Chanel compact mirror. This is my key clay, which I use every single day. And yeah, so as long as my things fit this key clay, I'm happy. This is my little pouch that I put like Tide wipes and like wipies, things like that in there, so that, let's put this down, so that I can clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up out on the road. Lip gloss, my readers, because I am blind and I have to take them everywhere with me now, and my sunglasses. So it fits everything that I would need. On a normal basis, if my bag has the space, I also bring like a little bag, like a little catch-all that has like, honestly, like things that I don't always use anyway, so it's not like a necessity. Like an extra charger. I'm usually in my car, so I don't really need that. A little pill thing with like Tylenol and allergy meds and all that stuff in it. That's it. So I could probably fit the two. It would just be stuffed. But this is similar, in my opinion, to the Chanel camera bag. If you guys have that or have ever seen it, very, very similar in size. And just really, really a perfect size. I would say this is very similar also to maybe like a maybe like the jumbo flap, like the jumbo Chanel flap. But I love the drop length. I think it's just super, super cute. So anyway, that is my new bag, guys. And yeah, so if you have been following along and watching my my bag of the day challenge, where I'm using like new bags every day until I've used them all, basically, we're gonna have to increase that. So right now, today would be day 46 of 62. So we're going to make it 63. Oh, the cat. Come on, Steven. They go in there to drink water. So yeah, so we've changed it now. It's going to be 63. But yeah, I think totally worth it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. How do you feel about this bag? Like I said, have you seen it? Is it one that you had? Is it one that you've noticed? Do you like it? All those things. And let me know. Other than that, guys, thank you so much if you have made it this far. Of course, if you have not liked and hyped, I would totally appreciate that. If you have not already subscribed, I would love that as well. And of course, last but not least, I'm going to leave another video right over here in case you haven't already seen it, but you would like to. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.